Guess what I'm playing today? Today I'm playing GTA 2. And this is a nostalgic game. I think it's the first game of the series which I played. And in this video session, my aim is to show you not to how to get away from the cops, but how to install this game on your R36S device so that you can enjoy it at full capability and to enjoy the nostalgia that you feel when you are playing such a game when the times were like you had to go into the internet cafe, you had to pay for 1 hour, and the machine was not maybe working that well, and you had to be very careful with this. And I mean, it was amazing time, and really reminds me of those times when I had no worries at all, when I was not losing my job, when I was having like no care in the world, no responsibilities, no nothing. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to install and enjoy this game on the R36S device. So let's get on to it. The first thing we need to do is to turn off the device. So make sure you are in the main menu section, press the start button, select the quit, shutdown system, press A, and then it asks you really shut down, press A again. Now the device will be shut down. The second step would be to remove the SD card. So make sure you have, so this is the game SD card. I don't have any SD card here, but I have my game SD card, main SD card with the RQS installation right here. So make sure to gently remove the SD card from the device. Then you will need most likely an adapter depending on your situation. So I will need an adapter. What I will do, place the SD card here. And I have this adapter, which actually I think it also supports the micro SD card, but I'll just plug it in like this. Make sure it's properly placed here, and I'm going to put it in my computer like this. On your computer, you will see these partitions when you insert your SD card. That means your SD card was correctly recognized by your device. And the next thing to do is to go to the proper installation folder. So we will use PlayStation, which is coded like PSX. So if we go to the easy ROMs, you will see a bunch of folders which represent the emulators that the device uses. And if you go to the PSX, this is where we should place our game files. It's important that you download and get these files from a genuine source and legally obtained, right? So I have these files right here amongst the GTA 1, I have the GTA 2, and it's actually a PBP file. Now I copy it and place it directly into the PSX folder. And I don't need to do anything more than that. Now the next step would be to eject these drives. You need to wait for the operations to finish, and then when you are ready, you can unplug your SD card from the device. Now that I wrote successfully the game to the SD card, I can unplug it from my system. And let's see. So let me place this one. I'm going to take out the SD card from the adapter and I will put it into the device itself. Okay, make sure it clicks, yes, and let me plug my chair and we should power on the device. Okay, the device has been started and we need to go to the PlayStation and we will see the game over here. Let's try to open the game and see if it works. I'm really excited. You will see this error, whatever. It should work without it. I don't know what is that BIOS file or what is this, but it should work without that. And you can see the intro. Rockstar Games, you can see police, you can see mobsters, you can see a lot of things, but we can skip that. And this is the main menu. You need to press start. And I think we can also, I don't know if it's audible on my microphone, but we can actually move into the menu and we can play the game. It changes because now the enter key becomes the B key, and this is quite common in many games. Can hit B and I can put, I don't know which one is the delete. This is the Y is the delete. Can be RP. Okay. Then I can start on area 1. So let's start the game and see what it's going to be. So once the game has been loaded, you will be greeted with this magnificent view from above of your character. And you're like in front of a bar or something like that where the phone is ringing and it's going to give you a little debrief. It's going to say, welcome, tralala, you want to stick around, and you can practically do missions for 3 factions. The Yakazumi, the Zumba, and whatever, I don't know the naming exactly. And then you will see how much money you have, how much health you have, and related to the controls. So the controls are like B is going forward, you can modify the direction with the joystick or also with the arrow keys. A is like for things like honking or burping or you see, farting. And you can have you can jump by pressing the R1. You can see you are jumping down, 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 down. And for action key, the action key is actually the R2. And if you want to like punch somebody, you can do it by pressing the boom. You see, I punched somebody, and that guy left. He ran away. He's scared. Boom. And if you want to steal a car, you press X. And then if you steal a car, you just have the necessary freedom. It's just that you have to be careful not to hit the police car and not to steal any car or do any kind of illegal stuff when you are in the vicinity of the police, because they might see you and then they will start chasing you. And believe me, it's really hard to get away from them. So it's better to avoid the cops. And let's take another car because that one is not fast enough. So I got myself another car, and you can follow these 3 arrows. So these 3 arrows point you to certain missions, and you can. Ooh, that's a nice car. I like this car. They wasted me. Ah, that's so funny. And now I reached the hospital. But whenever you reach a hospital, they will take your money, because this is what hospital does, takes your money. And let's see, let's find another ride. I found a bug. Okay, this is a very slow car, but you can follow this one of these 3 arrows. You can make, you can perform missions for one of these factions, and it will bring you this slider forward, so you will be like favored by that particular faction, and that can help you throughout the game. Uh, Now the game is very fluently. I like the way it plays. I like how it feels. Uh, For the gameplay, I'm not going to insist that much. So the idea is that it's working. The controls are a little bit, maybe you are not familiar with the controls on the console. I'm also not really that familiar, so I'm actually a PC player. I'm not really good with the consoles, and sometimes I mess around the controls. I find it a little bit sketchy, and this is mostly happening also when like I'm shooting. If you are getting a gun and you try to shoot, you will see that you are going to miss the target. So performing, now the cops are after me, and it's really hard to get away from them because they stick to your tail like forever. It's almost impossible. I remember the PC version was a little bit different in this regard. I think you could find some garages around that you can go into, and they could like clear your name somehow. But I don't find any of these garages. So the amount of time I played in on the console, I mean this version of the GTA game, I just didn't see any garage. So GTA 2, I think it's playable exactly like on the PC, but I think the content has changed a little bit. And oh, look, there's a gun here. And the thing, oh, the police are gone. Interesting. Maybe because I didn't do that much of illegal stuff, so that they can chase me like cop. Now they hit me, so if because they hit me, I don't get a hit level, so I can just move away from them. But yeah, that's the thing. The police are everywhere, so they are with their eye on you. So be careful of what you do because you might be chased. So especially during a mission, you need to be careful when it comes to hitting the police or hitting pedestrians because the police will chase you, and then you are going to have your mission. It's going to be much harder, and you might actually fail the mission because of that. But I think we managed to an extraordinary feat into this video session. I showed you how to install GTA 2, so Grand Theft Auto 2 on the magnificent R36S device, which is a small device but very capable and can take this kind of game without any problem. So it can play it. And if you like this video, if you found it interesting, just let me know, subscribe to my video, and don't forget also to check my website. It will mean a lot to me to have your feedback and to have you here with me with the enjoyment and the nostalgia that you feel when you are playing this kind of nostalgia games. Thank you very much.